You hit a 3 at the buzzer to lead your team to the Final Four. You set the record for most steals in a single season, and after years of watching the final game from your living room, you finally become a world champion. Prepare yourself for the best basketball games of all time. I'm Diane Mizota, and welcome to Filter, a hand-picked top 10 video game countdown as voted on by you, the viewer, at G4TV.com. In 1946, the Basketball Association of America had 11 teams. Players made an average of $5,000 a year, and slam dunking was considered bad form. Oh, how times change. Today, the average pro salary is $2.1 million, and if you ain't dunking, then you ain't playing. Most of us stand a better chance of choking on a hot dog than playing in the pros, which is why we love digital b-ball. But before we get to the top 10 best basketball games of all time, let's find out what jersey you like to wear when you're representing and exactly what it takes to be considered great.
I think the most important thing for basketball is that it either has to be completely unrealistic in a sense like the NBA jams or NBA Street, or it has to be perfect physics and very playable with season modes and things like that, so you can really accomplish what you want from a basketball game.
I think the basketball game has to be really fun and kind of like, not like basketball, like a real video game, you know, where you can do anything.
Making the players obviously look as close as they obviously are. And I think making it more and more realistic, just bringing the actual person into it, the facial features, the body, everything that's involved.
A great basketball game is one that usually involves a ball that's on fire.
Big plays, you know, and amazing dunks, flips and spins in the air, things like that are what make the game fun to me.
The qualities that make up a great basketball game, I feel, is the music. Other elements of the games that I like are the graphics, particularly the slam dunks, and just to see that you're playing with actual real players. So it's fun to play with the LA Lakers since I'm an LA Laker fan.
The Lakers. The Lakers. I'll loyal to the Lakers every day.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a Golden State Warriors fan.
I just rock my hometown. That's it. Chicago. Represent.
I know the Bulls won a bunch of times, so just kind of stick with them, or the Lakers.
Everybody knows what the rules of basketball are. You play, you got to get that little ball in the hoop. But the difference between successful basketball games and failures has really been the way that the camera's been handled. Interacting in the game rather than spectating is key.
Cover boy Tracy McGrady may get nothing but net on the court, but on this countdown, he's being benched. NBA Shootout 2004 picks in at 10.
NBA Shootout 2004. I really like the graphics in that game. I think they've really taken the next level to make it very realistic, kind of a little more user-friendly than the older type of NBA games that came out.
After playing the game, it seems to be one of the better games that I've played. Definitely the graphics have definitely stepped up. Before the shootout games were kind of dull and stale, but 2004 with me on the cover, this is by far the best basketball game I've played.
NBA Shootout 2004 is a good game because it had a lot of detail in it, like the characters. Like if you're playing Kobe, he was really like Kobe. Also had a practice mode, so you could get kind of a leg up on your competition and go into the regular mode and just dunk on them.
From the present Orlando Golden Boy to a past one, Shaq blesses the cover of NBA Hoops. Yes, that's hoops with a Z. Ballers everywhere have finally gotten the threesome they've been dreaming of. It pivots its way into 9.
When you talk about NBA hoops, it's NBA jams on steroids. They've taken it, made it bigger, better, jump higher, dunk harder. I mean, it's not many things you can't do. So when you talk about an arcade type basketball game, it's no other game but NBA hoops.
I don't remember much about NBA hoops, but I remember that they had Shaq on the cover with a flaming basketball looking all mean, which was pretty tight.
Well, in NBA hoops, Shaq is kind of the role model or the star of the game. I mean, he's unstoppable in it. He's just like a monster, just blocking shots all over the place, and he's great. Love Shaq.
Tracy and Shaq have nothing on these next two legends, like age. Michael Jordan and Larry Bird are two of the world's greatest players of all time. And when they aren't busy retiring and then unretiring and then playing baseball and opening restaurants and then whatever, they're reminiscing about this fan favorite. Jordan versus Bird one-on-one for the good old NES rebounds its way into the 8th spot.
Jordan versus Bird one-on-one is a classic basketball game in my eyes. I mean, it was real simple. The graphics weren't great, but you had everything from doing the Jordan dunk contest, and then doing the Larry Bird three-point contest was fun. And then you could play one-on-one, Jordan versus Bird, which is just about as good as it gets. It was a good balance, because Jordan was insane, but so was Bird. It was a blast.
Yes. Jordan versus Bird one-on-one. I mean, you get this guys, and it's just, you know, the graphics, I mean, if you're looking at it now, we're so crap, but you're playing, and I swear to God, I was Larry Bird out there shooting threes, you know, with a turnaround jumper. Once in a while, you would dunk it, and it'd be so cool. And, you know, I'd be darned if I wasn't Larry Bird when I was playing Larry Bird.
Nobody on the court ever looked better in a pair of Daisy Dukes than Larry Bird. Well, maybe Isaiah Thomas. We have to make a fast break to some sponsors here, but don't go shattering the glass just yet, because we've got more cross-court dribbling coming your way right after this quick timeout.